Badger and a Great Adventure. One crisp autumn afternoon, Badger sat in his cozy home, knitting a brand new scarf, but a great commotion outside made him stop. "What's all the rumpus?" he wondered, rushing to the door. In the sunshine stood Hedgehog and Rabbit with three little birds chirping noisily on the ground. "Badger, what should we do?" cried Hedgehog. "These poor birds have been separated from their flock." "They were flying south for winter," explained Rabbit, "when the youngest hurt her wing." Badger picked up the little bird. "Oh dear, that wing needs time to heal," he said. "Why don't you stay with me until you're strong enough to fly?" Thank you, that's most kind," tweeted the birds. Winter arrived, bringing with it blankets of snow, but the three little birds stayed safe and warm inside Badger's house. Every morning the birds sang a Badger's a merry tune. Each day was filled with laughter and cheer, and every evening they shared stories by the fire. One morning Badger woke up to find the birds singing louder than ever. "Spring is here," they chirped. "And look, I can fly again," peeped the little bird. But after a short while in the air, she fluttered to the ground. That evening Badger found her perched sadly by the window. "Our flock soon will be passing on their way back home," she sniffed. "How will we join them if I can't fly very far?" "Don't worry," smiled Badger. "Every problem has a solution," and his eyes twinkled with a new idea. The next day, Hedgehog and Rabbit came over to hear all about Badger's plan. "Oh, what's that?" asked Rabbit as Badger laid out his sketches. "A flying machine," explained Badger, "swift and speedy to help us reach the flock." "Hooray!" cheered Rabbit and Hedgehog. And they all set to work. They measured and sewed and glued long into the evening. "Many hands make light work," sang Badger. "It's nearly finished." At sunrise, the friends pushed the flying machine to the top of the hill. "Quick, jump in," yelled Badger as it started rolling down the grassy slope. "Here we go." And with one last bump, the machine took to the skies. "Wow," gasped Hedgehog. "Flying is incredible. You can see the whole woodland," beamed Rabbit. "Look, there is Mole's house, and that's where mouse live." On they soared out the rivers and rolling hills. Suddenly the little bird began to chirp. "Our flock," she cried, spotting her friends in the distance. "Time to catch up," declared Badger, and they raced ahead. "Where have you been?" cried the flock, fluttering with joy. "We've been so worried." "My wing was hurt, but I'm better now," laughed the little bird. "And it's all thanks to our new friends." Soon it was time to the flock to continue its journey home. "Safe travels," waved Badger. "We will miss you," twittered the little birds. "Goodbye, goodbye." "What a special day," cheered Hedgehog as they flew back towards the woodland. But suddenly a crash of thunder made the flying machine rattle and shake. "Hold tight," warned Badger. "I can't look," gulped Rabbit. Lightning lit up the sky as they steered through the stormy clouds. "Get ready for a bumpy landing," Badger hauled, and down they swooped. At last the friends were back on the safe ground. "What an adventure," said Rabbit. "But I'm glad we're home." Later, cozy and dry in his house, Badger thought of the happy times he had shared with the little birds. "I shall miss them," he sighed. As the day passed, spring turned into summer, and bees buzzed happily in the woodland. Badger kept busy in his garden, but every now and then he would think of the little birds and smile. Autumn returned, bringing his with colorful leaves, golden afternoons, and big surprise. "You're back!" cried Badger, hearing a familiar chirpy tune. "Of course," tweeted the birds. "We have so much to tell you." And from that year on, when the autumn leaves began to fall, Badger enjoyed a visit from his very special friends.